Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 34 of the CT Cloud Podcast. I'm your host, Kate Herbert. Today, we're going to talk about how to unlock the secrets to a successful cloud migration. The migration complex can be complex and pretty overwhelming, particularly when dealing with large amounts of data or intricate systems. That's why we feel like CallTower's crawl, walk, run, and fly approach to migration is so effective. All right, let's talk about these stages. First up is crawl. During the crawl stage of porting in an existing solution to CallTower, it's important to develop a thorough understanding of the current system in order to transfer onto CallTower's platform effectively. One key aspect of the migration process involves transitioning from analog SIP into CallTower's platform, which can then be further integrated with CallTower Connect, which is, of course, our admin platform. It's important to ensure that this transition remains within the CallTower network and doesn't touch the PSTN, as this will help to eliminate any usage costs associated with external communication channels. During the crawl stage, it's important to gather as much detailed information as possible in order to facilitate a seamless transition process. This may involve understanding the specific hardware configurations used in the current system, as well as any associated software or code level dependencies that need to be addressed. Additionally, it's important to consider any special considerations or customizations that have been implemented in the current system, as these will need to be replicated or migrated as part of the transfer system. By focusing on high semantic richness and detailed information gathering during the crawl stage of the porting process, it's possible to ensure a successful migration of the existing voice solution onto the CallTower platform. This will help enable any efficient communication within the organization and eliminate any usage costs associated with external communication channels. So we want to obviously reduce those as much as possible. So the next stage is walk. The walk process of integrating an existing voice solution into your new enterprise platform can be tailored to your unique company goals, with the ability to customize the integration at various levels. This can be done on a location-by-location basis, with each physical site having its own set of unique requirements and preferences when it comes to voice communication. That could be within a state, or that could be within a larger multinational corporation. So that's an important consideration. Alternatively, this can be done department by department even, allowing for more targeted and specific and specialized integration that is specific to each team's communication needs. We've had situations where, for example, maybe a manufacturing company has very specific hard phone needs on a factory floor, as opposed to what a marketing team might need up in the offices. Those are different approaches. This walk approach is especially useful for companies with larger organizations where each department has varying communication workflows and requirements. Subsidiary by subsidiary integration is another option available to companies looking to integrate their existing voice solution onto a new platform. This approach takes into consideration the unique operating procedures of each subsidiary and accounts for the variance in communication preferences between different business units. Another thing I mentioned is scale. Communications for someone on a factory floor might be very low and therefore scaled down, whereas someone in a corporate or an executive position might need more minutes. Moreover, the integration can be tailored on an individual user level with personalized settings that cater to the specific needs of each user. This is exactly what I was talking about. This enables a more granular approach where each employee can have their own settings and work best for their communication style. So, to conclude the walk section of this migration process, integrating existing voice solutions to a new enterprise voice platform can be customized to meet a company's unique needs and requirements at various levels: location, department, subsidiary, individual. This tailored approach ensures a seamless transition to the new platform that optimizes communication workflows and ultimately increases productivity. All right, let's talk about run. During the run stage of your voice platform transition, it's critical to turn down your existing voice services and complete the journey to your new enterprise Teams, WebEx, and or Zoom voice platform. This stage involves a very meticulous shutdown of your existing system, including the disconnection of hardware and service subscriptions. To accomplish this goal smoothly and effectively, it's essential to develop a thorough plan that outlines all the tasks, timelines, and resources that are going to be needed for this transition. This plan should include a very detailed breakdown of the migration process, identification of any risks or challenges, and a timeline for various stages of the transition, including, of course, the final completion. During this stage, businesses must ensure that all team members and stakeholders are informed about the upcoming transition and provided with the appropriate training, guidance, and support. That's very critical. This includes, of course, communicating the new voice platform features and benefits, as well as any potential changes in processes or workflows. One key factor to the success of the run stage is having a dedicated team of experts to manage the transition process proactively. This team should work closely with stakeholders and vendors to address any challenges or issues that arise during the transition process. Ensuring a smooth transition to your new voice platform is critical to sustaining business operations and fostering productivity. By following a well-planned run stage, businesses can minimize disruption and achieve a seamless transition to their new enterprise platform. All right, finally, let's talk about Fly. In terms of the Fly stage and scalable expansion, there are several factors that need to be considered. First of all is the emergency notification system. It needs to be able to handle a large volume of users without crashing or slowing down. This requires a robust infrastructure that is capable of scaling up as needed. Similarly, the dynamic E911 system needs to be able to adapt to changes in the environment, such as movement of individuals or the placement of new equipment. This requires a flexible and responsive system, and that system better be able to keep up with the dynamic nature of emergency situations. If you have an emergency situation happen on your campus, you're going to be able to want to send first responders to the right place, and you want to have that system automated so no one's going to have to make any decisions in a very stressful situation. So that is something very important to consider. Also, the contact center and CRM also need to be scalable, particularly in the case of a major emergency. This means having enough agents and resources available to handle a high volume of calls and requests for assistance. It's also important to consider compliance call recording, particularly in light of recent regulations around data privacy and security. The system needs to be able to record all calls while still maintaining compliance with these regulations. One-click failover is another key consideration, as this ensures that the system can quickly switch over to a backup in the event of a power outage or failure or regular outage. This prevents any interruption in service and ensures that emergency services always remain available. Other components such as pagers, door buzzers, credit card machines, they also need to be included in that system, as those are all going to play a very important role in an emergency situation. Additionally, SMS and MMS texting are an increasingly popular method of communication and should be integrated to the system as well. Overall, a Fly stage and a scalable expansion approach requires a comprehensive and adaptable system that can handle a wide range of emergency scenarios. This requires careful planning, investment in the right technology and infrastructure, and ongoing testing and optimization to ensure that the system can perform at its best when it matters most. So, I'd like to thank you all for listening to this very brief overview of the cloud migration process here at CallTower. It's something that a lot of people, when they are making the consideration to change communication solutions, are very much anxious about. So it's important for everyone to understand at a base level what that migration process looks like and how CallTower is adept at removing some of those pain points for that process. So thank you all for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to be notified when new episodes of the CT Cloud podcast drop. I'm your host, Kate Herbert. Thank you and have a great day.